I am Shyam Sunder from 4 Dimensions Retail Design. So we are a retail design company based out of Bangalore, but we have offices in Mumbai, Delhi, and we work pan-India. And apart from India, we also work in 6 other countries. So we work with almost about 47 national brands pan-India. And apart from national brands, we also work with a lot of regional retailers, especially in the south of India and eastern part of India. That's our major part. We also work in other parts, but these two are our major zones where we work with a lot of regional retailers. So I would like to thank Kapil and Rai for organizing this roundtable. So today I'll take you through a small presentation, and I also have in case once after this we have time, I can take you through our portfolio also, just to showcase the different kinds of projects what we do in retail. So this presentation is about rebooting to refresh and renew the retail scenario, like especially when a lot of retailers, all of you are retailers here, and you also have your existing stores which is already there. So how do you do and reposition your brand and reposition your store to the new age customer? So what do you do to reboot, refresh and renew the store? So with few examples, I would like to take you through what we do and how we handle this. So as all of us know, retailing today is the convergence of knowing what your customer want the most and what your company can do the best and deliver that to your customer. So this is what retail is all about, and how do you deliver the value proposition to the customer. So what does this new age customer, which like we just heard the GRT chairman talking about what is happening in India, the young customer in India, we have 60% or more customers under the age of 35. So these are the aspiring and evolving, very, very fast evolving customer. So with the digital age, what do they want? They want choice. Today we all know that choice is available on your fingertips. They want to connect. They want an experience. Whatever they want to buy or whatever they want to do, they want an experience associated with it. They want the cultural element also, apart from being modern, global. They also want to carry in their hearts or in their overall personality the cultural aspect. And finally, today the new age customer is extremely responsible. Okay, responsible when I say with respect to the environment or with respect to the ethical aspects or many other things, they are extremely responsible. So I'll share about in 3 different categories of what we have done for various brands. So one is how do you augment design with technology? So technology has become an integral part of the experience, what you do or what you deliver to your customer. So how do you deliver that? So I'll just take you through an example, one of the projects called Raya. Raya is a ethnic wear brand based out of Pune. They have currently about 6 stores in different parts of Maharashtra, and they were moving out, and they have very good and decent stores what they had currently, but they wanted to do something more to reach out to the new age customer. So because as we know, they have a stiff competition from Manyavar. Manyavar was as you know, the most happening brand in the country for men's ethnic wear. So what we did was, there's a 2-level store. This is in Indore in Madhya Pradesh, where they wanted to have a new store. So when we did the design of the store, we also did a digital mapping of what purposeful digital integration can be done. So when we talk about digital, it's not necessary that any digital is always high-tech and high-end solutions, because today people wanted simple. Like the saying says, keep it simple and stupid. So it has to be frugal, it has to be simple, and it has to be meaningful to the end customer. So that is what we kept in mind. So we did the complete digital mapping of what can be delivered. So normally what they used to do is, this being a regional brand, Raya, they launch every couple of months, that is 3 times in a year, they used to launch new product range. And they also have dealers, apart from their own stores, they also have about 23 dealers at that point of time. Currently they have about 40 dealers, where they used to sell out their product and sell it through the dealer stores. So whenever they used to have a new product launch, they used to have a small event in the hotel. They have their own models, and having the catwalk and presenting their entire collection. So when we were trying to understand the brand, so normally when we talk to a brand and talk to a regional retailer, we try to understand how do they market their product. Is it only through regular sales, or is there anything else what they do? So they were talking about their entire process of how they launch their product, etc. and all that. So then what we said is, why can't we create the store itself as a launch pad for their every time when they launch their products. It's not necessary that they have to go to and hire a 5-star hotel, spend a couple of lakhs and all that. So what we said is, if you see this entire plan, what we have done is, we have taken the central courtyard. So it's like a courtyard concept. The central courtyard is extremely flexible, and it can be interchangeable also. So what we did was, we have a digital screen at the end of the courtyard. So you see the main entrance, which is on the right hand side, the red arrow mark what you see, and the central rectangle is the courtyard, and at the other end of the thing there's a huge digital screen. So in a normal scenario, when the store is running, when the customer enters the store, he sees the end of the store where you have your promotions or you have your product collection as a video or a still images going on in the thing. But when you are say you want to launch your new, I'll just come back to this plan, I'll just show you how it is. So this is how the look of the store is. Okay, so when the customer enters, this is what you see. Okay, and when you see the counters, you see everything, right? I mean, the left and right side is the merchandising units with the front counters and things like that, and the customer facing that for interaction. But the same thing, you just turn around the chairs and add one more row of chairs. This entire thing becomes your launch pad. Okay, so what we told is, why can't we use this as a multi-purpose store? Not only, the reason is not just trying to save the money of couple of lakhs in the hotel, but what we are trying to do also is, see, these everything can be tagged on your social media platform. So when you start tagging, when the event is happening, you have videos, you have reels, you have images, all that, you start tagging the store and the brand. What happens is, the throughput what you get from the store, the connects what you get to your customers is extremely high. So the digital screen at the background, what you see in this kind, will become what is relative to the launch of the product. So this is one of the element what we try to integrate, and we have done this successfully. They've already done two events as a part of the store from the time it launched in December last year. So till now, 2 events have happened here. And they've also hired young, models from, the aspiring models from colleges, the fashion colleges, right? So instead of going for very, very experienced and well-known models, they also have started using. So all these people start tagging their friends, their people. So that way you're connecting with the right target audience whom you want to connect. So there's, yeah.
I have a quick question. Is this a very high footfall store or just a...
No, it's not a high footfall store.
On an average daily?
Every day you will have about 20 to 30 customers.
Okay.
So this is a premium store.
Premium store.
Yeah.
That's why they can afford to give all that space, change it.
Sorry?
That's why they can afford to give so much space.
Yeah.
But people where the stores, like my stores, are very, very high.
Yeah, I'll come to that. We've also done something, high footfall stores also. I'll show you what we can do with that. So this is one of the ways how you can integrate, and I'll come to the upper level. So this is what you saw. This is how you see customers or when the launch is happening. So this is the other images of the store. So this is one more aspect. What we did was, anyway, they cataloged their entire collection into digital, and they also have iPads, that is where they can start. When the customer comes in, they can look into that and select. There's another thing which we have suggested, which they are in the process of doing, is trying to pre-book the slot before they come, because a lot of customers, for them, they come for bridegroom collection and things like that, wedding collections. So what we told is, especially in season, the space is crowded, and they are not able to get a lot of space for attending each customer. So we have an exclusive zone in the first floor of the store where you can actually book a slot. You can allocate, you can select, shortlist your product, because the entire collection is already cataloged into digital. So you can register with your email ID and phone number, create your account, and you shortlist, and you come there at the particular time. Whatever you have shortlisted is kept ready for you. You sit with your family, you interact, you check out everything, then select, and then buy the thing, so that you don't have to come there and waste the time. This is something, is one more thing which we have suggested, but that's not fully implemented. They're in the process of implementing that. The third and most important one, what we did was, normally when you, especially in the the wedding collection section for the bridegrooms, we have an exclusive zone for them. Normally when the bridegroom comes with his family to select the products, what they do is, he wears the garment, the ethnic wear, he comes onto that platform, and the family members normally hold their phones and take photographs. So every time he changes, he comes, you do, and then in the phone you start looking at which is the one which is suitable, right? So what we did was, is a very simple issue, but every time you have to check in your phone when you want to select what is that has to be done. So what we did was, we did a telescopic, you can see that in the ceiling, we have done a telescopic camera, okay, and whenever there is a thing like this, the telescopic camera drops down. It takes photographs every time he comes and stops there at the end of the platform. And you have right side, you have the TV, where there's a very simple software. So if you have taken 3 or 4 photographs with different attire what you have worn, it puts everything next to each other, and it is displayed on a large screen. Okay, so the family members and the bridegroom can actually look at it in comparison, all the 4 attires what he has worn, and decide in a very simple way what is that he should buy. So it's a very simple problem what was there, and we have actually, this is a no nonsense or a no rocket science kind of a solution. It's a very simple solution which is purposeful, basically trying to solve a problem what is always there. This also has worked out very well for the brand. So this is what I am showing. You can see the camera which is there in the ceiling, and so this is the actual photographs of the store. This is the courtyard what I was talking to you, where they can double it up as a, so all the units will be moved out when they want to do that. It's a flexible unit.
You guys did the facade as well?
Yes. So we do complete end to end, including graphics, communication, everything as a part of the store. This is the digital screen what I was talking to you about. This is the exclusive section. The trial rooms. So this is the digital screen and the platform. Okay. So this is another store for Asha India float glass. All of us know AS is a very large glass manufacturer. It's a Japanese company, but they are very well spread out in India. So we have designed their experience center in Delhi, Bangalore, and Mumbai. So again, we have done a lot of simple things to integrate technology as a part of the store design. What we have done, the experience center design. So this is their experience center. So this is a brand introduction zone where, especially when there's either a B2B customer or a B2C customer, when they come into the store, they're introduced to the brand, they're introduced to the entire aspects of the brand. So this is the zone. And most of the products, as you know, are all related to UPVC and aluminum windows and door systems, basically. So there are few aspects what normally customers look for in a good quality, either a UPVC or aluminum window or door systems. One is soundproofing. Soundproofing is an important aspect what is normally considered. Two is heat resistance, heat transfer from the exterior to the interior. Third is dust, and fourth is rain. These are the most important aspects what is considered. So what we did was, normally you go to many of this windows. Nobody is giving an experience to the customer. So what we did was very simple thing what we did. So if you see, we have created artificial balconies within the store, okay, to give that realistic feel of you're actually in a living room or your whatever bedroom, and then you actually get into the balcony. For the sound, what we did was we put a simulated speaker, the simulated sound of the city. Normally the current decibels what is there in a city today is about 80 to 110 on most of the metros what is there. So what we did was we created a simulated with the same exactly the sound of the city, whether with traffic, with birds, with etc. We got a sound engineering team to develop that sound and put it in the balcony. And we have a decibel meter with a digital screen in the balcony. And when you close the door, this door, and you come inside, there's one more decibel meter once you close the door. So you can actually live see how much it is cutting down. So for the customer, it's a live experience of when he gets into the simulated balcony and what is the sound he can hear. And when he comes into the space, that is the living room or the dining room, what is that he can actually hear. So whatever they are trying to talk is actually proven. So the conversion is far better when you do something like this with an experience. So this is one of the things what we did. Then we also have the AR VR. I'll come to that. I think this is where we try to simulate. If you get your AutoCAD plan of your house and give it to them, they can simulate and show it to you in virtual reality of how that window and door will look within your space. This is one part. This is all those images of that. We also have simulated rain, artificial rain in the where it splashes over the window or the door, and how that waterproofing can actually work. This is again because it's an enclosed space. We didn't have any balcony, real balcony, so everything was a simulated artificial balconies what we created. So like that we've also done for heat. We have done with heat meter outside and inside. So all the four aspects what we wanted, we have done that through simulation. And they had stores before they approached us. The conversion rates of these stores are almost about 68%, whereas the conversion rates of their existing stores is about 41%. So you can see the difference between when you have a simulation and when you have an experience, how the entire thing will increase the business. So this is related to technology. I'm not getting into, we have done many other things, but I'm not getting into that. This is how we can use culture and architecture as a storytelling as a part of the store design. So many people know about this. This is Mysore Saree Udyog, one of the very leading saree retailers in Bangalore. Now they've opened their first outlet out of Bangalore, which is Hyderabad, road number 36, Jubilee Hills. So again, this was a store where we brought in a lot of cultural aspects and architecture as a part of the store design. If you look at it, it's modern, contemporary, but yet with a lot of storytelling about how the Mysore Saree Udyog as a brand connects from the legacy brand connects to its new age customers. So again, we have given a lot of flexible space in the entrance of the store, which becomes as multi-purpose space. So one thing what we are trying to do in any of the store, you were asking about so this is a high footfall store. Not like your family stores, but still you have about 200 to 250 customers walking in every day in this particular store.
Which store is this?
Mysore Saree Udyog. 200 to 250 for the size of the store. This is about 15,000 square feet store. If you see the Bangalore store, they have almost about 400 customers every day, which are guaranteed customers. 90% of their customers are guaranteed customers.
Is the one that's a commercial scheme?
Yes, exactly.
90% conversion.
90% is guaranteed customer.
Old customers.
So they also sell a lot of fabrics. Apart from this, we also have a Karigar zone as a part of the thing where you can actually buy a saree. You can select the kind of craft what you want to be done on the saree, and the Karigars are working there. You can actually place the order. They'll tell you it will take about week, 10 days, or whatever time they normally have, and you can see the Karigars working on the saree. So we have that also as a part of the store. That's the experience what we brought. So even a customer who's shopping can actually see the Karigar working. So we also have exclusive zones. What you see at the bottom are the exclusive zones, especially when you come for bridal collections and wedding selection. You can actually use that. If you have a bigger group, you can use that room. We have 4 exclusive rooms as a part of the store where you can use that. So this is another brand from South India Shopping Mall group called Narayani, which is again a premium saree store. This is in Hyderabad. This store, what we have done, repositioning and the brand, what we did. So this again, we brought in a lot of cultural elements connecting to the brand, a lot of elements which actually brings out the ethos of the brand into the physical space. So Narayani is basically Goddess Lakshmi. So what we try to do is bring elements which are connected to Goddess Lakshmi. So this, if you see the arch, what you see in the far part of the facade, that itself is the arch what is there for the Goddess Lakshmi. So we brought that as an element which also kinds of highlights the store. So if you see that architectural element we have carried in within the store also. All these graphic patterns are taken from the lotus flower, how we have evolved, where again associated with God. So we have this double-eyed space. So whatever you see, the tiles, everything is customized. So it is all printed on order. Again, the graphic patterns are created, then the tiles are printed as per the order what we place. So we also have this double-eyed space in the entrance, which is directly visible to the outside thing. So we have this lotus flowers, which is moving up and down with the color changing lotus flowers, which also not only creates, because something is moving in the facade, you normally tend to look at it. If it is static, you don't look at it. So we got that customized thing from China, we got it done, and we had that as a part of the thing. There are 6 flowers in the roof. I'll show you that image also. Then this is the cash counter, and with whatever the saree molds or normally printing molds which are there, that as the background. So you see this, the same arch what you saw in the facade being carried into the store. All the elements are synchronized to ensure that there is consistency, and there is a brand story which is carried on throughout the store. So we also got, as a part of the wall display system, you see that small pink color lotus bud which is there. What we did was, because lotus was one of the significant element which we carried even in the inlays of the floor and many other places, we got that customized glass bud of the thing. So that becomes an identity element. So all this is a part of the overall brand identity aspects which we try to bring within the store. You can see the upper image where you have the wall display unit and 2 lotus buds in that, and the zoom part also. So again, a lot of storytelling with respect to in India, where are the locations where these ethnic sarees, which are the states and what kind of sarees are given, I mean, what are actually woven in each of the state. So as an information sharing to the customer, because a lot of customers don't know, we know about Banaras, know about Kanjipuram because the name itself talks about the location. But there are many sarees in India where it doesn't talk about the location, and many customers don't even know where it is, where the origin of this is. So it's a kind of information sharing. So they had a lot of leftover sarees which were not selling. So what we did was we took those sarees from each of these states, cut that into pieces, and we are using that for multiple stores. So we framed that, the border, the thing. So it also really gives you that feel of what the saree is all about. And in the trial room also, if you see, we have different types of draping of the saree, which is again an information sharing to the customer. Please, sir, please.
Sorry to interrupt.
Please come, sir. Yeah, I'll go with you. Please, sir. So this is the third. So I spoke about digital. I spoke about getting the cultural and the architectural aspects as a part of the store. This is the third. So today we know that value formats have been thriving, especially post-COVID. You see Zudio to Style Union to Max to any other brand. Most of these brands are thriving very well. So this is one of the value large format store, 1 lakh square feet, one single floor plate store in Hyderabad. What we did for this retailer called South India RS Brothers Group.
If you guys permit,
Please come.
Hi. Due to the little bit of delay was there.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a store called Value Zone, a new store brand launched by the RS Brothers Group. This is a 1 lakh square feet store, one single floor plate. This is an existing Amazon warehouse which was converted into a retail store. It's in the outskirts of the city. This place is called as Patancheru, and from Mumbai to Hyderabad highway. It's in the entry point of that. So again, this is a value format store, but delivering much more experience to the customer, because normally what we all feel is that value format stores, we don't have to create, but the product will sell on its own because there is value in the product, and the price points will actually bring the customers in. But we, because that's what most of the brands are doing today in the market, but we told the customer that it's not just about giving what you call a simple product with a value. It's also about creating the experience so that the store becomes a destination store and not just remains as a value store delivering value products. So if you see the overall experience of the store, we have a food court as a part of the store, which is about a 15,000 square feet food court. We have a children's play area, which is about 4,000 square feet children's play area. So when you come here, you actually do a shopping because it's 1 lakh square feet. You will spend at least 2-3 hours going around shopping everything. And at the end of the journey, you can leave your kids in the play area. You don't have to bother about the kids being a part of and troubling you to do your shopping. And at the end of the journey, you come out to the food court. There are about 14 brands in the food court, which they are tied up with, like any other malls, what they do. And you end your experience with that. One advantage we have in this property is also that there's a space for about 3,000 people behind the store. There is a space of about 3,000 people currently used as car park. Now, if you see what Phoenix Market City does in Bangalore, very well doing for many years, is that they conduct a lot of events in the place itself. Like it can be Sonu Nigam's concert, or it can be something else, where people actually book and come there, be a part of that concert. At the end of it, finally go to the mall. They do either their shopping or they go to the restaurants in the mall, eat. So it's a win-win situation for the mall and also for the thing. So we have done this, we've suggested the same thing, and already one event they have done with a local Telugu singer and thing. So where they had almost about 800 people coming only for that, booking their tickets and coming. So this entire space, what we have tried to do is, because it's in the outskirts of the city, it's not easy to get the customers again and again. So we have added all these as a part of the overall strategy, how to bring the customer back again and again. So what they're doing is every 2 months they're planning to have an event and bring the customers more and more. And at the end of the thing, normally the event is happening around 6 o'clock in the evening, 6 to 8. And after that, the customers come to the food court, come to the store, do their shopping because the store is open till 11 o'clock. They do their shopping, eat at the food court, and they go back. So once they come in, again the customer will come back again. So this kind of overall, strategical development of the property, which in fact the client wanted only to do a store. But when we saw the place and we went around the entire catchment area around it, that is when we suggested, I don't think you should do only this, you should do everything integrated. So this is, and it is hugely successful. Just for your information, this opened on December 15th, 2023. And as of end of June, the store has done a turnover of about 100 crores.
Wow. 1 lakh square feet is on shed.
It's a, Amazon warehouse. It's one single floor plate.
Shed, and the air conditioning cost was going through the
RS Brothers, CMR Shopping Mall. So a lot of regional retailers we have worked with. Here in Chennai, we work with Naidor. The Naidor T Nagar store is done by us. And the new Ananagar store in Shanti Colony, that is also done by us.
So, how about the renovations existing stores?
Yeah, a lot. This entire thing is about how to handle. So when you are having a running store, for example, Sir had a running store in Ananagar when we did this store. So we did it in stages because you can't disturb the business. So we take up from the top floor, preferably. We always have a discussion with the stakeholders and understand which is the easily accessible floor where you can access from a different location, either from the rear of the building or something. And you start completing the upper level, handing over that, then come to the next floor, So currently, their T Nagar store we are working already. So T Nagar has got 6 floors. So we are working, renovating because they can't shut down the store even for a day.
But the plywood is broken there, no?
Sorry?
The plywood is broken at your place.
I'm not sure. I would sit in Ananagar. It's been ages since I would eat it. Sorry.
No, but what he's asking is that the flyover is,
I heard they are going to break it, but I don't know if they have.
Mine they are making in front of me, and in that area Osman they have broken it.
They're currently joining.
Flyover.
Broken.
That was not required.
They're removing
They are actually, I think they're going to join.
They're going to join it, yeah.
That was a design flaw from day one.
Yeah, stupid.
Absolutely.
They landed in Manikandan, the business street. And after 10 years they're joining it. And dropping it 300 meters from my store. After 10 years they're dropping to Mount Road again.
They should have gone to Mount Road.
Yeah, they should have gone to Mount Road. Even next is left and right.
So that's
So how to engage? Actually we have 6 plus 600 plus outlets. Almost 50% is more than 5 years.
okay.
So what is the scope?
We can go, see, normally when we work with all these large brands, when I say large, with the number of stores, large number of stores, we take the oldest store and start renovating that. So it goes in the reverse order. Like when we work with, as I told you, we work with about 47 brands, national brands. That is how we work. That's how the numbers are about 600 stores what we deliver every year. So we have vendors of Pan India. What we do is whenever you have a brand like yours, where you have 500 or whatever stores, once we do the redesign of the store, we take up a live project, saying you will give us a live store, say the oldest store which you want to renovate. We take that, or you give us one of the flagship stores, because we need to create the overall look with all the elements as a part of the store. Then start applying that depending upon the location. Say for example, if it's a tier 2 location or a tier 3 location, then do a watered down version of the concept. So whatever flagship concept we would have created, we create a second version or third version of that depending upon the budget, what you want to invest.
Scope of engagement.
Yeah, I will connect with you in person. We'll understand your brand. There's a questionnaire what we share. There's a brand questionnaire what we share where it gives us, you will have to fill that up with all the relevant information. and we study that and we work on the scope of work and share the scope to you. Once you say the scope is okay for me, then we share the fee proposal for reworking on the entire.
Visit the site?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yes, yes. No, we'll visit the store. We need to understand the brand, right? So at least visit a couple of stores and then give the proposal. Yeah. So anything else? Thank you. Thanks for your time and thanks, Kapil. Yeah, sure.